Hello gamers, this is Captain Clash and it's time once again for some more Monster Super League. There is a new MSL tier list out there for the different Astromon. It came out by the Koreans on 10/13/2016, so a couple days ago, which means that the newest update is taken into account for these new rankings. Alright, on the left hand side you'll see the name of the Astromon. 5-star is going to be at the top, then 4-star, then a 3-star, then we have a few 2-star at the bottom. So next we have the element type. We have fire, water, wood, light, and dark. The way this ranking works is you're looking for the S. The S is the very best. It's excellent. After S comes A, then B, and then C. My recommendation is never use C's, and then only use B's if you're like a new player. And then if you've been around for a minute, you probably want to be focusing on the S's and then A's to fill out the rest of your roster. All right, let's go to get into this. We'll check out the 3 5-stars first. You can't go wrong with the 5-stars. They're all pretty awesome. Across the board, we have A's and S's for each one. So if you have a 5-star, you're looking pretty good. If you have multiple 5-stars, consider yourself pretty lucky because that's a pretty good, solid foundation for any team. All right, we have Valkyrie, Arthur, and Persephone. We have fire is kind of a question mark for Valkyrie still. They didn't have a ranking for it, so hopefully next list some of these question marks can turn into letters. All right, Valkyrie, water, wood, light, they're all S's. I do have a water and I do have a wood. I love them both, so that's pretty cool to have those. I don't have a light yet. That is an S as well, and the dark is an A, so looking forward to hopefully getting a light Valkyrie at some point because, you know, they look pretty good. Okay, Arthur, fire, water, wood, light, and dark. The fire and water are S's. The dark is an S. The wood is a question mark. That's the one I have. It'd be nice once again to find out what's going on with that. Hopefully next tier list is updated. And then the light is rounding out an A+. Persephone, it's one of the best, if not the best. And not quite as strong as before the update, but still very awesome. We have fire, water, wood, light, and dark. And the first 4 of those are all S's. The only one that's not an S is dark, but it's still an A. So if you have a Persephone, you know you're doing pretty good because she is awesome. Okay, that covers the 3 5-stars. Next, we have the 4-stars. That's Boltwing, Yuki, Jian, Anu, Leo, Cupid, Victoria, Banshee, Wildfang, Hannah, and Pebble. Not quite as many S's here, but there's still a few being 4-star. That's good because 4-stars, you know, the second highest, so you'd expect quite a few good Astromon to come out of this grouping. Okay, Boltwing, and I am only going to go over the S's here. There's a lot to go over, so I'm just going to hit the main points here. So Boltwing fire is an S. Next we have water, Yuki, that's an S. Alright, Jian does not have any, but you'll see next Anu dark has an S. I haven't seen one of those yet. Hopefully I can get one at some point. Leo wood is coming in with an S. Next S we have is a dark Cupid. After that, and a lot of you have this one, is the light Victoria. I really didn't do the dungeon very much compared to many of you, but for those that did the light Victoria, be happy because she's coming in with an S. Next we have the wood Banshee. That is an S. Wildfang light is an S. Hannah and Pebble don't have any S's, so that covers all of the natural 4-stars. Okay, moving down the list, we have the 3-stars. Birdie, Minicat Kindling, Kokumaru, Lat Miho, Mandragora, Siren Beth, Jelai, Crowhook, Mona, C-Star, Monkiki, and Seedler. Not very many S's here, but before you do your rebirths trying to get a dark C-Star or light C-Star, either one of those, make sure that you check because you don't want to be using any of these 3-stars that are S's because we're just so used to only having 4 and 5-stars in other games being good, but there are some pretty good 3 and 2-stars in Monster Super League, so you want to make sure you know what you're doing before you use them for a rebirth. Alright, we have Water Lat coming in at an S. We have Light Miho as an S, and it's a shame that Dark Miho came down from an S to an A in this list. I do have 4 Dark Mihos, so that was kind of sad to see, but oh well, life goes on. Next we have Water and Light Siren. So Siren has 2 S's. If you have a Siren, you're doing pretty good. I'm using Water Siren and I like her a lot. Alright, next we have Wood Mona coming in at an S. Monkiki Dark is an S. That covers all the natural 3-stars. Moving down to the 2-stars, we do have a couple. And before you release them, make sure that you don't release these because they are pretty good. Plus, they're pretty easy to evolve and ascend and all that fun stuff. All right, we do have Ghost Light and a Light Kilobat. And before you toss them away, make sure you keep them. Check out their abilities. Their skills are pretty good. So those are the natural 2-stars that you want to keep an eye open for. Once again, this has been Captain Clash going over the Monster Super League tier list. This is made by the Koreans just 2 days before this video, but it did come after the update, so that was all taken into account for these. Some of them you might agree with, some of them you might not agree with. What do you think down in the comment section below? Let me know. Do you think something is ranked too high? Do you think something is ranked too low? Let me know what your favorite Astromon is below. Well, once again, this has been Captain Clash. I want to thank you all for watching. Have a great day and happy gaming.